Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here and show you my new battery here. This is the new battery for my HP Notebook 15. I've had this notebook for several years now. Since about I would say 2017, I think 2017. It's been a while, but yeah, I've had this for quite some time, and basically, it took me a while to finally, decide to get a battery because, finances and other things came up. And also sometimes trying to get a battery at times wouldn't be cheap, or wouldn't be very cheap or anything or affordable. So what I did, and I have a cough drop in my mouth right now because, allergies and stuff. But anyway, what I did recently, and I showed you in the package opening, is I got a new battery because the original battery that came with it, which is right here. I put it in the box the new battery came in. The original battery here, the original one here, died on me after almost a year or so and everything. And I was like, okay, that's not good. Luckily, I didn't really have to move, as I just set my thing there to fix it. Luckily, I didn't have to move my laptop too much and everything, except like when I was cleaning and everything and all that. But the point I'm getting at is, I just always had it right here in the room. And this is the battery. This is the HP spare battery from the Fancy Buy people, and everybody has given it basically 5 stars, 4.5 stars. Sometimes 4 stars, but everybody's pretty much been very consistent in what they're saying, that it is a good battery, that it's worth getting, especially for the price. There have been, some people, 1 or 2 people coming out and saying, oh, don't get the battery, it's not that good, and da-da-da, and, look, I understand, people, may not, they may not want to, I guess you could say, want to give something like this a shot and everything in the dark. I could see that. I can understand that because it's not, an HP, it's not from like, Dell or HP themselves and everything, or IBM or, Acer or whatever. I get that. But I think these are licensed. These are approved by, HP and Dell and Acer and all those developers. Because, why would they have these batteries out there if they weren't approved? You know what I'm saying? So I think, yes, they are fully licensed and approved to be utilized and everything. And so far, it is doing its job. It is at, I will show you right now, there's the icon. It is at 56% because it just got out of the box. A lot of these batteries, or a lot of these devices that come with, rechargeable batteries, are going to basically, be less out of the box until it gets to a certain point. Now, it says that as soon as it gets to 2%, you have to discharge. Now, what that means, it doesn't mean you take the battery off. No, what it means is you have to recharge it. You basically have to take your plug here and plug it back into your computer and recharge it, so that way you get a full charge. That's basically the gist of it, if you will. But right now, it looks like it's doing its job very well. So thank God on that, and thank the Lord my computer is running well now. I guess I just have to turn it off once in a while, give it time to rest, give the components time to rest, and everything. So, yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and let you guys see that the new HP bar is, in. And the one big difference I did notice, is I bring the other bar out again. Hold on for a sec. I bring the other bar out. The one big notice that I saw was this part here is very thin, but when you look at the new one, you could tell that it's just a little bit more thicker on top. And the reason for that, I believe, is because because of the fact that it has more juice, it's newer, and it's a lithium battery. Yeah, you might say, well, so is this. This is a lithium battery too. Yeah, it's a lithium battery, don't get me wrong. But this one is a newer lithium battery, and I think as the years have gone by, the lithium batteries have been developed. No matter how they're used, or used for, they've been developed to be better and stronger and longer lasting over time. So yeah, this is the one that came with it and everything. It lasted me for about almost a year and everything, but thankfully I never had to really move my laptop anywhere, for that matter. But the point I'm getting at is, from a size comparison on top, it definitely looks like it's thicker. It's definitely fatter on top and everything. So it's definitely, it definitely shows that it's got a lot more juice to go, to provide, for the laptops and everything. And we're going to check again, and we are at 55%. So look at that. Just in the time I was talking to you guys, only 1% went down. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the new laptop battery that I got. It is working, as you can tell, because the plug is not plugged in. But yeah, it is working. And when the time is right, I will plug that back in to charge it when it gets to its 2% point, according to what the instructions say right here, because that's basically how they spell it out. They basically spell it out like, let me get some light here for you guys. They basically spell it out like, make sure, basically they say, please discharge the battery to 2% and it then charge fully to 100% at the full cycle after purchasing. Do not discharge the battery pack to 0%, as that will be damageable battery, or that will be damaging, or that will damage the battery pack and shorten its life. It must be charged up to 70% for a long time storage. So in other words, what they're saying is do not go down to basically zero, or get so involved in your work or your gaming that when you end up going down to zero and everything, and it's gonna cost your battery. Like, it's not gonna damage it to the point that it'll burn out. It'll just shorten it to be lasting a lot shorter, if you will, than they expect it to, or you expect it to. So just follow the instructions and everything. That's what I plan to do, and we're going to go from there and see what happens. But thank God I got this now, and thank the Lord my laptop can be portable if it wants to be, or if I need it to be, and everything in the future. But guys, give me your thoughts overall down below. Have you ever purchased a replacement battery for something like this, or some of the newer ones have it eternally, or internally and all that? Let me know. Comment down below, like the video, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys, do all the things in the description. You could find me on IHOP. Not IHOP, that's a pancake place. I mean, it's early, I do apologize. It's 7:51 in the morning, 7:51 a.m. But you can find me at iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Audible from Amazon, Radio Public, Overcast. Anywhere there's a podcast, you will find mine there as well. You can also find me at rumble.com at bwrosas, odyssey.com at bwrosas-5. You can also find me at VENMO at bwrosas. You can find me at patreon.com at bwrosas. I have new content there under the $3 and $5 tier. Check that out. And you can support me with the $1 tier as well. And you can find me at TikTok and Twitter, Blue Sky, and